Guys, a word that I hear a lot nowadays is the word cringe. I mean, it's all you really hear, at school, at your job, in the streets. You hear people say things like, that guy's cringy. Did you hear what she said? That's so cringe. Or they comment on YouTube. You see that a lot on YouTube comments. Ugh, cringe, cringe. You know what I realized, guys? I mean, there's somebody who I heard him talk about this, and I'll explain in a second. But even before I heard him, explain it the way he does, I kind of already understood that basically when somebody says something like that, like, "Oh, that's so cringy," it's just a person who doesn't have the confidence to do it themselves. But there's a fighter. His name is Israel Adesanya. For those of you who don't know him, he's a very good fighter, a middleweight champion of the UFC. I don't like him. I'm not a fan of his, but I respect him as a fighter. He's very good. And he says some very smart things. And when I heard him say this, I was like, wow, it makes a lot of sense. I'm going to put it up here.
This is something I'll say is the word cringe that gets overused lately. I see it so much. I walked out with the straw hat and the mask. Oh my God, he's so cringe. Can't he just do a normal walkout? Why the fuck would I do that? That's not me. That's not me authentically expressing myself. And I had to break it down because I was like, why are people saying cringe? Like, I was like, what is cringe? What makes me as Izzy cringe? Cringe is when I see someone do something that I would never attempt, be it good or bad. But when I see someone do something that I would never attempt and it makes me cringe, like, I don't know, base jumping, I'm like, ugh. Like, it's cool, but I'd never do that. Or something embarrassing, I'm like, oh, why would you be doing that? Like, it's cringe, but they're enjoying it. It just shows that I would never attempt that because I don't have the courage to do that. And not really much makes me cringe these days. So when people say that to me, I'm like, oh, you just don't have the nuts to do what I do. Like you said, under the brightest lights, like I said at the weigh-ins, I put this shit on myself. I put everything on the line. So when it's time to shine, it's all mine.
So you see, right, guys? All cringe really is just somebody who doesn't have the confidence to do what they're seeing or they're hearing. They'll call you out on it. They called him out on his walkout, his anime kind of walkout, right? Oh, it's so cringe. Oh, cringe, cringe. Would they have the courage to do what he's doing? No. That's why they hate. And I mean, obviously it's not hate. Hate is a strong word, kind of. But you see this with everything in life. I mean, after all, there's a joke about about when you see a guy who has a nice car like a Ferrari or something. It's a guy with a small dick, right? I mean, all these things in society, right, that you see, it's just people who have no confidence, and they talk because after all, that's all they can do. All they can do is just talk. They can't do anything because they don't have the confidence to do it, and they don't have the brains to do it. And even if they did, they're too fucking lazy. They'd rather just sit back, analyze everybody, and say, "Oh, that's cringe. That's cringe." Guys, really think about this. I mean, not just with cringe, with so many things in society that are kind of normalized, right? And they're seen as, oh yeah, that's whatever. They're wrong. No matter how many people, just because a lot of people do something doesn't mean it's correct. You know what I mean? Same thing with this cringe thing, right? It's not real. It's just a coward. A coward who doesn't have the balls to do what he's seeing, and he just says, "Oh yeah, that's cringy." It's stupid, guys. It's just a stupid, weak mentality, you know. And I mean, I'm happy because check this out. I'm wearing my Affliction shirt. I'm wearing my Kim Velasquez one, right? Guys, this is a brand Affliction that gets so much shit. Oh my God, the guys that wear it are douchebags, this and that, you know. And hey, to a certain degree, yeah, some of the people who are fans of the clothing brand, yeah, a percentage of them, sure. There are people who are problematic, people who are douchebags. I understand it, right? But that's not it. I mean, that's not even why I wear this t-shirt. I wear it obviously because I like the fighter Cain, but I wear it because I like the brand. I like the clothing, the way it looks, the way it fits. It's not as tight. I need to get more jacked. But the way it looks, the way it fits, the comfort, and I like what it stands for. Affliction, live fast. Affliction, what that basically means is, a lifestyle that endures pain, a painful lifestyle. And their motto, live fast, right? That's why they got into MMA a lot, because think about it, right, guys? It's a painful lifestyle, you're getting punched in the face, right? Bam, bam, bam. You're enduring a lot, right? Same thing with, what are these called? Like extreme sports, right? Like motorbikes and dirt bikes and all that stuff. These are extreme things. And same with like metal rock and stuff. Like Affliction is really heavily involved in these things because that's what the brand revolves around, living fast and living a, life with affliction, right? So I fucking love this shirt, and no matter what people think, the negativity or oh, it's cringe or oh, douchebags wear that, fuck you. You know what I think? That's what I think. Fuck you. If you don't like my t-shirt, go fuck yourself. That's what I think. And you know what? Check out what I got right here. Tap out, bitch. That's what I got. My fucking tap out jacket. I'll make you tap. I'll probably knock you out before I make you tap out. I'm not a good grappler. But I'll make you tap out, motherfucker. That's another brand that gets a lot of shit, right, guys? But if you know the story behind Tap Out, there's actually a movie. I think it's called Mask. I haven't finished watching it. I've been like over halfway. It's a really good fucking movie. It talks about, the guy who created that brand. His name was Danny Caldwell. I think it was. I'm not sure. But he created the brand, and the guy was nobody believed in him. The guy really believed in himself. He found two guys who he grew really close with and who supported him when nobody did. He started going to the local jiu-jitsu tournaments, to the local MMA shows that were kind of illegal at the time. He started selling it. He put the Tap Out logo. He did a lot for the fighters back when they started. He was very selfless. I mean, guys, if I could meet anybody who's dead nowadays, it would be that man. He did so much for MMA, so much. I didn't know it. Back then, I would just see a Tap Out shirt. I was like, cool, I like the logo. But I did the research. I was like, wow, this is a beautiful brand. This is a beautiful story. I respect this guy, right, guys? But you know what most people think when they see this? When they see Tap Out? Same thing with Affliction. Oh, douchebags, cocky guys. I mean, you see, guys, this just kind of ties into as well a previous video that I made not so long ago about people's opinions. I said it in the video and I'll say it again. You should care. There's certain people's opinions who are worthy. Somebody who you're learning from, somebody who's teaching you something, a parent, maybe a friend. But when it comes to like negativity or people just trying to be a fucking moron, and give no value, just say, oh, you're so cringy. Just fuck off, Tell those people to fuck off. Be yourself, right? Whenever Israel Adesanya does these walkouts, he's himself. He likes anime, he likes all that stuff. I don't like it, but he likes it, and that's why he does it, because he has the balls to do it. He's himself. I'm myself. I like Affliction. I like Tap Out. What the fuck are you going to do about it? You're going to call me cringy? Go ahead. But I like it. That's why I wear it. So there you have it, guys. I mean, cringe isn't fucking real. It's just something that pussies say. And another thing, too, I was very happy when Deiveson and Figueiredo beat Moreno. I watched the interview. They did an interview in his hotel room, the Schmo. And, man, this guy, he's probably, like, one of the most funny guys I've seen. One of the coolest guys I've seen. He was a badass back in his day when he fought Wallid Ismail. I'll put it up here.
Seems like they pulled me aside and they were like filming it. They were trying to be cringe, actually. So they basically said, how do you stop? Can you please stop Henry's cringe? And now he's like, I know you're the one that made him this way. And I said,
who said the word cringe? Hey, who said the word cringe? Hey, Cejudo. Who said the word cringe is the fucking pussy. Cringe not exist. Just a pussy say cringe word. This not exist. Fuck, we are the man. We are fighter. I said the people, I come from the trash. My challenge in 1991, I bring back no who's bar to Brazil. 93 was create UFC. That's fucking Moreno. You're a pussy, Moreno.
Hey, the Schmo Mrs. Wallid doing the translations for the UFC fighters, man.
I'm not a fucking translator. I talk what my heart say.
Right, guys, that's his manager. And I mean, as you can see, a very masculine guy, a bald brother from another mother like me. And what did he say? He said what I've been telling you the whole time for these past 10 minutes. Cringe is for pussies, alright, guys? Anybody who says cringe is a pussy. It's not real, right? It's just a fucking pussy. And if you watch my videos and you want to grow, you want to get fucking jacked, you want to learn how to fight, right? Bam, bam, bam. Cringe isn't real. So, get rid of that thing if it's in your vocabulary. Stop being a fucking bitch. And as I always tell you, go out there, do the hard work. And hey, be Affliction. Be like Affliction, live a fast life. A life of meaning, a life of pain, a life of endurance, and a life of a lot of value.